puzzles.
Yes, please. At least that.
It's only
At least the puzzle.
It's only
After
starting
the
now,
puzzle,
so.
we can talk about Nazis.
I did not see that one coming.
There goes the head revenue.
You're making it even worse. Just-
That was the point.
Yeah, you can talk about Elon Musk doing Nazi salutes. That's fine. Just don't say we're talking about Nazis. It just sounds a bit way worse.
What?
Yeah. I think that's working. Let me check. YouTube. Did we last week? Did we talk about Elon Musk with the Path of Exile thing? I think we didn't, right?
I think
I don't remember.
Not on stream, I don't
We
think. You might have mentioned it on
The
the...
Not
fake
even-
account stuff.
Not even off stream. I don't think we even talked about that.
Are you sure?
I think it was a bit more recent
Wait.
than the last stream, I think.
I think so.
GM, what time were you the last one to arrive last time?
Yeah, maybe.
Because that might be it. Because I think
Oh,
I mentioned this with Robert.
okay. Was also an interesting one.
Yes. I don't know, man. It's just weird. You're fucking weird if you need that much approval from the masses.
Yeah.
One is working. Is the Twitch one working?
Yep.
Wait, you're saying yep because you've checked? Okay.
I am watching it.
Okay, there we go.
I am the one spectator there at the moment.
Yeah, my bot says the stream is offline, so I wanted to check. I'm gonna restart my bot.
Your bot?
Yes.
You use a bot, you're not your own man.
You have upgraded your PNG, I see.
Just for today. Hello. Yes. Although I could at any
I saw
point.
the
little one.
the wave.
The way. There you go. Although there's a point where it doesn't recognize my hand. See, like here.
Are you a VTuber now? I'm gonna.
What do you mean
I'm gonna
now?
see.
What do you mean now? Yeah.
I want to see as well.
Did you upgrade? I mean, you were kind of a VTuber before, but I thought you could buy like.
It used to be a PNG instead of a V, but no.
Let's see
Here.
your channel.
Nothing happened. I don't know what you're talking about.
Why are you?
What?
I don't think I can say this word on stream.
Wait, what are you talking about? I'm concerned, deeply concerned. What are you talking about?
Your 3D model.
Yeah, what about it?
I don't know, man.
Oh
Anyway,
god! The 3 model is. Oh my god!
Wait, you haven't seen this before?
No.
No.
Wait, really?
the one that's not the PNG is the first time I'm seeing it as well. Yes.
I'm more shocked. Are you a furry or an otaku?
It's not different from the PNG he used to have. It's just
Yeah,
the
exactly.
3D model version of it.
Like,
It's just
So
3D.
whatever concerns you might have, they should have started before if you were to have them at all.
exactly.
No,
Not that.
You're late to the party.
It's
You're
That's not how it works.
if you look
That
at
is not how
my
it works.
if you look at my Discord icon, it's the same thing.
Yes, it is, but it being 3D makes it more real. It's
Yeah,
weird.
exactly. It's
Wait.
weird.
But why is it weird?
I don't know.
First of all,
the
like
the actual shrug. why is it? I see it works reasonably well at least.
It does. I'm also
So,
wearing
first
red,
of
so
all-
I have the shrug.
first
Yes.
of all,
Go ahead.
Drawings are not real; they are imaginary. So it's a cartoon. I get it.
Neither
two,
are 3D models.
No. Don't bullshit me. 3D models are real.
What?
See, watch.
What?
For instance,
Yeah, then
Miko.
I'm also on the what
Wait,
train
wait,
here.
wait. What? This is a massive derail, by the way, but let's keep going and see what
No.
happens.
No, it's not. I mean, in all honesty, this might be the biggest reveal we've had till now.
What do you mean?
But till now, I thought Shadows Voltaire was the evil guy. But I think it's GM.
Oh man.
So, what is the concerning part?
I mean,
That you
you
have a-
remember when?
I don't find that
Remember when
character
you
weird. I find it weird that you have a 3D character.
Yeah, remember when you tried to
And
seduce
we
me
have
in game,
2D
Yes.
and it was very weird.
But that was different.
It either was weird then already, or it was never weird. The you seeing the 3D model now changes nothing about it.
I mean, in all
Well-
honesty, you can either be an otaku or a furry, but being both makes it extra weird.
I'm not weeb enough to know what distinction you're trying to make with the second word.
What, the furry?
No, that was the first word. I don't know what the second one is. I can say furry. I don't know what the second one is.
Weeb?
Ne something.
Otaku?
It's like a weeb. It's more
Can
or
you
less
repeat
the
the
same
word?
thing.
I don't.
It's the weeb version of a nerd.
Yeah.
Honestly, it looks a bit like a Lalafell from Final Fantasy.
Can you write it down? I didn't get the word.
I think that's only because you're only seeing like the half of it, you know.
Probably. It sounds small. It looks small. Okay, now with the hands it looks better. Yeah.
I do have a chibi version that I made. Hold on. This is also a
no.
massive derail, but you know.
Honestly,
Wait.
you
I
showing me
reopened the Twitch
the other
stream.
half of the model negates the word I couldn't say on the stream.
What? Wait, there was another half of the model? What? Where's the other half of the model?
Hold the
Hold on.
model up. Because it looks like extra small here.
Give me a second.
Uh,
I go with... Where's the chibi version?
Oh boy, am I looking for to this?
Some code or some text appeared. Oh shit.
There you go.
I'm just seeing code. What?
yeah,
Oh.
same.
Extra stretched.
Oh, I mean, but
You look like-
code.
Very
Code is
dirty with the individual eye blink. Just
Why
blink.
does it look like Naruto?
Now it looks like a
Does not
child.
look like Naruto.
The
You-
3D model.
You want it to look like a Lalafell, right? So there you go. This
So
is a lot.
tiny.
Oh yeah, it looks a bit like Naruto.
Oh,
Wait, what is it?
hell.
Naruto?
The whiskers. It's the whiskers.
Yeah, the cat girl part of it. You know fully well what you're doing.
I'm appealing to the masses.
You do you,
Hold on.
boo. You do you.
Let me restart.
Uh,
Change model.
Ah.
Also, I've been using this on and off for like 2 years, but you know, it's fine.
I've never seen it. I've seen the 2D model.
The models never showed before, only the PNG.
Yes.
That's why I was poking. Oh, you've upgraded your PNG.
On my streams, maybe
being
for these ones, maybe once or twice, but for the other ones, I use this.
being 100% honest, I've never watched your streams because I'm part of them. So
Not all of them.
just the ones like
No, yeah, just
Is
so I think I've only watched
Nope.
when
Wrong
it's part
thing.
of these things. So that's also the subset of them that I watched,
yes,
Oh, boy.
and always the PNG.
I just messed up. Hold on. Reset transform. Disregard what's going on right now. Transform 90 degrees counterclockwise. There you go. I pulled it
Draw
so
me
much
like one of
off.
the French girls.
What? Why are you planking? Don't plank, please.
I pulled it so much off screen that I couldn't get it back.
Oh.
There you go.
It's extra funny because there's a delay in the stream, so we're actually seeing what you're doing, but with like a 5-second delay.
Oh, I
No,
just
testing
noticed.
the register, moving one hand at a time.
No, it's because this one doesn't detect sometimes.
Flip the audience off. See if it works. Flip off
What?
the audience.
You mean this? Wait, there you go.
Wait.
Eventually it got that. Okay, it got it eventually. That was it. Thanks.
There you go. You know what's funny is if I do this, my face starts going weird because it's in the way. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back on track.
And then we won't ever get this back on track, my man.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is, I was
There
going
you
to
go.
say ship has sailed, but maybe that train has departed.
Fine, there we
I'm
go.
closing the Twitch stream just so I do not get the temptation of mocking him.
Okay, let's get back to the game.
Yeah, you can look. I changed back to the other one.
Too late, bro. Too late.
I tend to keep it open just to check.
Does that mean you'll notice if I go back?
Maybe.
You might have also noticed that there's one with the eyebrows and one without for this one.
I don't know if from the top of my head, I don't remember noticing that you had one without eyebrows before. When you switch between them, the one without looks weird and not as familiar as the other one. But I don't remember it well enough one way or the other.
The default one is without the eyebrows. Until someone pointed out, where's your eyebrows? And I'm like, oh, just make
Okay,
two
makes
lines
sense.
fixed.
Yep.
Anyway, how's everyone doing?
Okay.
Doing well.
Yeah. I'm more or less okay.
More or less.
You-
After
you
everything
do
that
sound
happened today. You are concerned for my well-being, as I assume.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Do you need to do an intervention or something? Good?
I don't think so.
Okay.
That's
Anyway.
what someone who needs an intervention would say.
Anyway,
Anyway.
I said this first.
that's my line. So, do you remember where we left off last session? What has been happening up until now? Do I need to add that to the list of things that I can't say?
What?
Do you remember?
Ah,
Do you remember? Na,
actually, this time
na.
around didn't trigger the jukebox syndrome in my mind, but usually it does. Yes.
I was no for this. I swear.
Anyway,
Today's cursed.
So, we kept trying to solve more of the puzzles.
Yeah, and
We have made a bit of progress, and also we have uncovered a number of inconsistencies.
yeah. Also, I as the player, not Robert, would like to point. I'm pretty sure I'm the one that solved most puzzles. So
Yes, but also we did not realize that the inconsistencies were happening.
I mean, scoreboard.
Yes.
Do you remember what inconsistencies?
First off, the
The one.
blacksmith statue stopped whispering after the first wall cavities, secret space was broken into. But there was the second one.
Back here. That could help you.
So it was not required of us to break both of them to solve, so to speak, the blacksmith one.
Mhm.
Which is curious, at the least. The other thing is that I also pointed out that the statues on the left are all independent puzzles, but the statues on the right are all a sequence and they depend on each other. So we needed the cartographer to be able to solve the blacksmith. In turn, we needed that one to solve the alchemist, which we haven't yet, but seems to be the case because of the stuff that was inside the wall. So those are the two inconsistencies that we had discussed. Just
Yep.
a little side note is that both the top statues have been pretty much ignored so far.
I was gonna say, you don't really know much about the top two statues. Do you remember
I don't
where
know
we
if-
left
yeah.
off last session as well? Robert, you were going back to the library for something? Do you remember? Robert?
Something bad's going to happen.
He did.
Are
He
you
did.
there? Or
No,
your
he did.
microphone not working again?
Okay. No, it was internet connection.
Hmm.
Sorry.
Okay.
I could only hear you breaking. You're talking with me? Sorry.
Yes, I was saying, so you remember where we left off last session? Exactly.
Yep. Yep.
You were going back to the library?
I was already in the library because, like,
Mhm.
what
Do you-
happened was these two guys are thinkers and are not doers, and Robert is a doer. He's not a thinker. I mean, he thinks a bit, but
And he definitely is not a thinker now.
I mean, he's a doer. Just saying.
Sure.
So I went there, but oh no, it's dark. But worry not, Robert is prepared for dark. He has iron torches, which are like pebbles that float and like orbit stuff, and they have permanent light on them. So you can throw them for light or long distances and stuff.
And you were going to put this over your head, right?
I mean, first I was
Or
like
just
removing
lighting.
them from. Yeah, first I was like removing them from the pocket they're on.
Mhm.
And like, okay, I want to see. I'm not putting it in my head before knowing what's around me. But the crux of the matter was the other two guys were like, "Erder, I don't know how to solve the puzzle, but there is a book somewhere that has the solution. But I'm not going to leave this place." And I'm like, "Bro, let's go get the book."
Mhm.
Now I don't remember what exactly was in the book that I was looking for. It was some symbols, right? Elemental symbols related to monarchy.
No, the ones related to monarchy, Durkin could identify. It was the
Okay.
symbols related to alchemy that Durkin could remember from his childhood, but he wasn't sure what they meant. So he remembers
Okay.
his parents having things of this kind in their house, but he can't relate to anything in particular. So probably some old scripture that is old ways of writing certain symbols. Was his
Okay,
assumption.
and I I remember rolling high for something, and I knew I had an idea of where this book would be, right? In which section, right?
You didn't roll high for that, I don't think.
Because like I had a high engineering, which I think it was the one that was needed
That was for
to get the
identify. I don't remember what that was for in particular.
Yeah, because me and Derkin were trying to check the elements,
Mm-hmm.
the symbols, and I remember Derkin hold low, so that's why I didn't remember. But I remember that I rolled high, and you said, "Oh, you're not sure, but maybe they're associated with this. You've heard about it in a book."
Oh yes,
Uh,
there was. You read your own book, the one that you have with you, and it
okay,
points to an addendum that is not part of the book that you
exactly.
carry with you.
Yeah, but I know the name of the addendum. That was the
Yes.
point. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for the reminder. Yeah.
There's a reference to another book that you don't carry with you.
Exactly.
Duncan,
Okay.
where's the music? This sounds weird without music. Just
Yeah.
wait. So Robert, you step out into the library. Everything is pitch dark.
Yes.
Were you the last one to go into the in through the fake bookshelf?
I think I left and I came back, right, guys?
You were the first one to go in. I don't think you came out when it was getting dark.
I think I came out when it was dark as well because we needed to grab something or something
If you
like that
mean when you
before.
first all entered the bookshelf,
Yeah.
it was already full dark, I believe.
Okay. With the
Wait, sorry. I think you mentioned something shortly after Robert stepped out now, after all of this, and he went out to get the book. You had some description when he stepped out.
Mhm.
Something
Everything.
happened. I don't recall exactly what happened.
Wait, did I? Whoops.
I think there was some description, and it was part of the cliffhanger, so to speak.
It was pitch dark. He could hear rustling in the distance. Was that it?
Something like this. Yeah.
Yeah, last session.
Yes.
Yeah, at the end of last session.
Yeah, like I took out the iron torch, and you hear something move. You can sense something moving, and see you next session.
Okay. Sorry, I'm still trying to find where the hell is the ambient music for library. Oh, this one. There you go. Is it? Okay. Although it's super quiet. Or am I the only one who can't hear anything?
I mute the music usually.
It's
Sorry.
super quiet.
Yeah, I can't
But something
hear anything. Yeah. Nothing on my end.
And now, yeah, nothing's playing now.
It is playing, but it's just
Yeah,
really
very low.
low. Even though I pulled the volume up to the maximum. There you go. Like I said, you pull out your ion torch. Do you light it already, or just have it in your hand as you hear
It
rustling in the distance?
like it's always with the light, right? It's there's no switch off.
Oh,
So yeah,
it's just the
there.
light still. As soon as you pull it out.
Yeah, pop, light.
Okay.
So they're in a pocket, and inside the pocket there's a lot of light. I'm pretty sure that Robert had the fanny pack, right? Those things in the the bandolier. Yeah,
Bandolier, the cooler fanny pack.
exactly. Yeah, the bandol. It's there in his bandolier. So like, the bandolier is very illuminated inside,
Mm-hmm.
but it's closed usually, so there's no light coming out.
So you open up your bandolier, there's light coming from inside as you pull out a little stone.
Yeah.
That is emanating
Yep.
that light.
And as I pull out the stone, do I see anything?
As you pull out the stone, You-
I'm already rolling. Don't worry.
roll a perception. Yes.
I knew it. Yeah.
Anticipation. 1 second. 4. You pull the stone out. You look up, only to see a brief glimpse of a shadow running from one corridor to the next, so passing through the end of the hallway. You can see that this shadow is very small, about the size of a halfling.
Huh.
You also hear hurried footsteps running down the corridor. Remember how you went down the other corridor that was next to this one? Both of them?
No, but
You were looking for an alternative way in, and you went to the other hallways that were next to this one?
yeah.
You hear someone running down one of the hallways, well, the one that's furthest from the entrance, running down that hallway and ending up all the way next to you. And you can
So
hear
wait.
them moving the books that are in the corridor next to yours.
Huh. I before checking this out, I put a book on the bookcase,
Okay.
just so there is no funny business.
One of the books that you pulled away from the bookcase, you place it back.
Yeah. I place it back.
You easily place it back, as the bookshelf is physical once you place a book there.
Yeah. One question though.
Hmm?
You said it was above me, the shadow?
No, there was a shadow on the end of the hallway.
Ah, okay. Because
So like
I was
running
thinking-
from where you would come in, but to the corridor next to yours.
I was thinking something like The Exorcists, like some halfling upside down.
Oh,
on
no.
the ceiling. Okay,
Just
okay.
a something the size of a halfling running at the end of the hallway, but you only
Okay.
catch a glimpse of it.
Well, if anything, I'm gonna check it. So, let's go.
So you walk down this hallway that you've been in.
I mean, it saw me and it ran away. So, considering considering what we are doing, there is some urgency in trying to identify if it's bad or not. So I'm running for it.
Let me put it this way. It didn't run from you. It was, as you pulled it out, it ran across. So more of you look down, you pull your torch, you look up, and there's something that
Moving.
passed from one end of the hallway to the other.
Okay, I'm going. I want to check what it is and identify it.
Let me do a drawing. Why is my thing black? I want white. So there's this hallway. There's the end of the whoops. End of the hallway, and you saw something run this way to
Okay.
the to this hallway on the other side.
Huh.
Not that it was. Whoops! I can't undo more than one. Not what you were thinking of. There's this hallway, and it goes like this, and there was something here that ran away. Not like that.
Okay. Anyway, I go. I try to find him. It, whatever.
Okay. You.
I mean, I ever. In what section would be the book, the addendum I'm looking for? B.
Yeah, probably something related to alchemy.
Okay, and we were in the alchemy, but extra super detailed part, right?
You were in the, if I'm not mistaken, magic section. So alchemy would be close by.
Okay.
If
So,
not the one next over, the one on the other side.
okay, while I'm searching for him, I, check the names on the books to see if I'm getting closer or not.
Okay. So in this section, like I said, mostly things related to magic, schools of magic.
Hmm.
As you bend the hallway onto the next, I want to say the next corridor of the library, with your light shining as the only beacon of light that you can see being your torch. How far away does the torch go? Like 20 feet? 30 feet?
Let me see.
60
It's
feet with low
light.
light? I
It's
think.
light spell, Pathfinder.
I just want to know if it's 30-60 or 60-120.
20 feet, 20 feet, 20-foot radius.
20-40 then.
Normal light in a 20-foot radius.
And then 40 for
One.
low light, right?
Increases light level by 1 step for an additional 20 feet. Yeah. Darkness becomes dim light becomes normal light.
Okay. So you bend the corner, and you see music went off, almost as if I planned it. You see small figure rustling through the books at the end of the hallway. It's too dark to really understand what you're looking at.
Okay.
Whatever it is, doesn't seem to pay mind to the fact that you're there.
I get close. Stone on my head. It's floating.
Mhm.
And I make a big ruler as a weapon because I feel like that's something a librarian would use.
What?
Okay.
And I slowly advance.
Slowly, stealthily.
No, more like carefully.
Okay.
In case it jumps me, I want to be prepared. That's all.
As you get closer, this figure that was mostly shadow, and you can understand what it was from a distance.
Mhm.
It's frantically looking through books in the bookshelf. As you get, I want to say, 40 feet away from it, suddenly one of the books that it's going through, in a startled motion, throws the book up in the air, looks back towards you, and you can hear the I can't do the voice again, but you know what this voice is. It's the librarian.
It's Shadius.
Yeah, that was
Oh. Oh.
Shadius is not
halfling-sized.
halfling-sized.
I don't know. He's clearly a vampire. He could be 12 halflings on a trench coat. You never know.
That would be pretty funny, I admit.
Anyway,
GM.
no, I've just not gotten over the cold since Christmas.
Oh.
You know.
Damn.
Bro, I think I still have an amygdalitis. So
Yeah.
I'm not saying I also win the disease game, but I also win the disease game.
No, a lot of people who are sick during Christmas now still have coughs and stuff. It's just anyway. You hear the librarian say, "Don't sneak up on me like that."
I'm sorry. I point to the only source of light on the entire corridor, which is clearly above my head, and I say, "What do you mean by sneak?"
Well, I was, I was looking through the books and I was looking for something, but I don't know what's happened to the library. Why did everything go like this? Have you done
Uh,
anything?
I mean, not really, kinda. But anyway, can you help me find the book? It's
A,
an addendum.
a book at a time like this? Do, do you
I mean,
realize what's happening?
weren't you also looking for a book?
That's besides the point. Don't you see what's happening? She
I mean,
points
books for
to to the other side of the corridor behind you, where everything is pitch
yeah.
dark.
No, I don't see what's happening. But I mean, considering you're a librarian, I thought it was part of the job, helping people find books.
No. I had this specific note in my desk, and I was supposed to look at it if something happened, and I can't find it.
What are you looking for?
I had a note in my desk. It was
Oh,
part
okay.
of the job when they told me to come here, that I just needed to keep it safe, and if something bad were to happen, such as this, and she points once again to the darkness, pitch dark behind you, I was supposed to look at it, and it would
How
have
did you
instructions on what I was supposed to do.
how did you lose the note?
I don't know. I was certain I had it safe in the. It was in the second drawer, but it's not there anymore. Do you think someone took it?
I mean, I don't want to be mean, but I don't think you're very good at your job. But worry not, for I will help you find it after we find this book.
What book are you looking for?
This addendum. I open my book and I point to the addendum.
Give me a second.
Oh my god, that's such a funny idea. Oh my, I just had the funniest idea. It's an adventure about a family called the MacGuffins, and they're very upset because they're always being stolen. Sorry.
Seconds. You're, you come to me at a time like this asking for a book. Do you even have an idea of what's happening right now?
Does she?
I mean, I have some idea of might be the cause of the issue. Maybe.
And what would that be?
Would you believe me if I said that through the books I've traveled into a different plane where some statues are asking us to solve puzzles?
No, I wouldn't.
What are you even talking about?
Sounds like crazy talk.
Yeah, it sounds like crazy talk. God damn it. I mean, it's just very important for me and my friends we find this book. And maybe you can come with us to deliver the book to them. Maybe find your note.
Second. So you're looking for a book to solve something about a statue? What are you talking about?
Just roll with it. I mean, yeah, the world is crazy. Just roll with it.
Wait, so you're telling me you're looking specifically for this book, this reference?
Yep, this addendum here, made by Mr. MacGuffin.
You're looking for the book about elixirs of existence, the historical perspective on alchemy and its influence on the world. Is that what you're looking
By
for?
Yep, by Mr. MacGuffin.
I don't have a name for the author, but I'll go with MacGuffin.
George MacGuffin.
Yes, it is by Mr. MacGuffin.
I just invented the new Zacarias, o grande arquimago. MacGuffin the Alchemist.
It's a bit on the nose in this case, though.
Hey, you made the name. It's your fault.
Not me.
Sorry, where were we, Jim?
We were talking about the
MacGuffin's book.
elixirs of existence. The what did I call it?
Historical perspective of alchemy throughout the world, something like this.
The perspective, historical perspectives on alchemy and its influence on the world.
Historical
Perspective on alchemies and its influence on the world.
And its
Wait.
influence on the world. What was the first bit before the historical perspectives? Oh, you're writing it now.
It was elixirs of existence.
Elixirs of existence, yes.
Okay. For Mr. MacGuffin. So yeah, it's that what I'm looking for. You know where it is?
It should be on section 3 on the left. So if you go back to bookcases, it's over there, and she points in a general direction.
Do you need any?
Although at this point, I don't think you could call it like you would be able to usually. I've tried it a bunch, and it doesn't seem to be working.
We can just look for it. You know, in how it's done in non-magical libraries. Wanna come?
Librarian, right?
Wanna come with me, or you wanna stay here in the dark?
I don't need the light. I just need to find the damn note.
Sorry, Jim. She's an halfling. Halflings have dark vision or something.
I believe that's what he was conveying all this time, is that they have dark vision.
I believe they don't.
Yeah.
But
she has very cool glasses.
let me put it this way. She's very dedicated to her work.
but okay. Does Robert think she can see in the dark?
No.
Okay, so I have how many iron torches? Boom, 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 boom. 5. I have 5 of them. I lend her 1.
What's this?
It's
a reading light?
It's a reading light.
Is that what we're going with?
Do you want to be the one explaining to the librarian what a magical stone that emits light is? I mean, she had a pretty good answer by
Don't
herself.
worry.
Fair enough, I guess.
Also, I tell her, oh, if you put it around your head, I show you how mine is. It floats.
She gets ready to say something, then just looks up, sees the thing that you're handing to her, grabs it, well, tries to throw it in the air over her head, and it starts floating there.
Mhm.
You know, if I had something like this all the nights that I tried to read in the dark, how much it would have helped. They just don't sell this in this town. Where did you find something like this?
Is it public? I'm a member of the tournament. I don't remember.
You
I don't think anyone
specifically?
cares.
Yeah,
I
me
don't-
specifically.
You specifically?
Like the other
I
guys,
don't think
yes.
so. The other ones, yes.
I say I'm friend with someone from out of town. Yeah. The guys that were with me, yeah, they're out of town. Yeah.
I see. Well,
Anyway, like after you're done, give it back to me. It's useful.
yeah, for sure. I mean, if you're willing to sell it, I would be interested in buying. But if not, you can come by my desk if nothing bad happens, considering what's happening right now. And she frantically turns back and starts looking for the note once again. It has to be here. It has to be here somewhere, right?
You don't want to come with me when I deliver the book to my friends?
No, just she waves off with her hand. Just take whatever book you need. I need to find this note.
I see you in a bit then. I go to the section she told me where the book could be.
Mm-hmm. And you can easily find the book about elixirs of existence, historical perspectives on alchemies and its influence on the world,
By Mr. MacGuffin.
by Mr. McGuffin.
Oh wait, isn't Mr. It's Doctor. Wait, I changed my notes.
It's not doctor, it's Mr.
He's an alchemist. He needs to be a doctor.
He's not a doctor.
GM has spoken.
It's not a
Not a
doctor.
Yeah.
Also,
He's not a medical doctor, and he doesn't have a doctorate, so deal with it.
Also,
I find the book.
I need to be right back.
Oh no.
Alrighty.
Which means I need to use the bathroom, yes.
Number 1 or number 2?
Number 1.
In this case, he reverts back to PNG form.
Yes.
Up until when do we have to put the receipts on the site? A fatura.
April?
Março, abril.
Okay. I've been epically avoiding it.
Why?
Because I don't know. Seems boring.
Yeah, but you have to do it.
Yes.
Meanwhile, buddies, do you have any idea on the remaining puzzles? Currently, the only statues, the remain is the alchemist, and we are waiting for further information to know about the order that we want to place the things in. But there
Yeah.
are the top two ones that have been pretty ignored so far. And so there was one about the scales of justice, which is the left one, and the right one, which is an astronomer.
Hmm.
The something about when the planets align.
I think the scales might have to do with some objects we find in the room. Might even be the alchemical ingredients that we found.
GM?
Objects we find
Okay.
might even be.
GM?
Yeah, we might have to balance them on the scale.
I actually, at the beginning, I thought it had been automatically.
I'm still
solved.
sitting back down. I was just hearing you guys talking about.
Okay. So you still haven't gone. There's quite a bit of echo.
Yes, there is a bit of echo. Problem on the GM side.
Yes, it is.
For a while, I thought that the scales one had been solved when the scales had been evened out.
Uh-huh.
But maybe that was not the description, or maybe that's not the solution anyway. But yeah, somehow it still needs to be solved. And I have no idea. Celestial bodies. Is there a pointed hour?
The celestial bodies, I don't know. We would have to touch the statue and see if anything pops up.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it.
Plus different world, different astronomy, different solar system, so you can't just rely on other things.
Yes.
Because there could be some other play on words, because some of the old chemical symbols were also the symbols for the planets. I believe there was some. Yeah, so the symbol for gold was also the symbol for the sun, for instance. And things like this. But there
That's
isn't
actually
necessarily
interesting
a
theory.
Mercury or a Venus or a Jupiter around us in this world, so that doesn't really
Back.
help much.
I was hearing you discuss the things.
Yes.
You were hearing echo because I was watching the stream.
Okay.
So that's why I know you guys were talking about taxes. Where conversations go to whenever you don't have anything to talk about.
Taxes.
Death and taxes.
The only two certain things in the world. That and taxes.
Yep. So going back.
I was saying funny things and I forgot I muted myself because I was coughing.
It's probably not a big loss.
Yeah, it's not a big loss.
So, Robert.
Yeah, I find the book immediately because
It's pretty obvious where it is.
Yeah, I wanted to bring the halfling lady with me to the other side because I think she would appreciate it.
But she's way too concerned about her note and looking for it.
Huh. So I tried to get a compromise with her that she comes with me to give the book to my friends, then I go help her find the note.
But why would you need me to go with your friends? Like just take the book. I don't need the book.
I think you would appreciate it though.
Why? Just go.
It's a rather
I need this note. It's important. It was part of the job, and I lost it.
Shh, calm down. It's going to be a very magical experience, believe me.
But it doesn't matter. There's more important things right now, and that includes trying to find this note. You just go. And she waves you as she goes back to flipping through books and trying to find something.
Okay. Oh, I mean,
After she finishes one section of this shelf, she immediately runs past you,
mhm.
going the opposite way, so further deep into the second floor, running towards another corridor.
Okay, I guess she's stressed and does not want to enjoy life. Well, I've lent her my iron torch, so
Mhm.
now she's, I don't know,
So now
she's
there's two points of light in the library, which is you, and somewhere
and her.
further down in the corridor, you can see a light shining through one of the corners,
Yep.
and everything
So,
else
I
is
mean,
pitch dark.
I go back. I do the whole mumbo jumbo of the mirrors and give the book back to Darkin.
Here. Also realized the music didn't loop, so
There's no music.
Okay.
Or even-
Now something is fine.
where even is the loop button? It doesn't have a loop button.
Fade now.
It stopped. Nothing.
Yeah, I know, but
Oh.
it used to have a button that would allow me to loop. Okay, never mind. Keep going. Figure this out.
Okay.
You, Robert, you run back. You go through the whole shenanigan with the mirrors, and you arrive once again. Move
Yep, I
upwards.
give the book to Darkin. Which ones were missing? Just alchemist in the top two?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, I can check with that one, the alchemist. Then we check the other two together,
Mhm.
so we don't split the party, focus wise.
So, Thurkin, now armed with this book, give me knowledge. Either craft alchemy or knowledge history, whichever one you want. Either work.
It's not really. One is clearly stronger than the other.
I know, but I wanted to give you the option.
What was the knowledge you said?
History.
Knowledge history. Yeah, let's not.
Because this is the historical perspectives on alchemy.
Yeah. So the author is not necessarily an alchemist himself. He's just writing about it.
Mhm.
But I need to understand what he's referring to. So I think alchemy related whole is more relevant. But it's just nice that it's also the better one.
So you quickly skim through the book, looking specifically for the symbols that you encountered previously. If you remember, looking back at the wall, you no longer see the symbols. You see a hole, but you still have the symbol fresh in your mind. Still kind of remember which order they were in or which symbol it would relate to each one. You find one of them halfway through the book, and quickly you find the remaining ones as well, a few pages after. These symbols relate to each one of the... Hold on, let me
Salt, mercury, gold.
double check my notes. I hope I wrote this down. God, I didn't write this down.
You mean what elements there, or what things they mean, or?
No, I didn't write down what you already knew. So you had 4 classical elements and 4 materials.
Yes.
You
Which were
had
salt, sulfur, mercury, and gold.
salt, sulfur, mercury, and gold.
That's even in the chat if you scroll up.
Yeah, is it? Oh yeah, salt, sulfur, mercury, and gold. And then you had the others that you were trying to fit into this one for historical figures, and it's in a certain order as well. These symbols are...
Well, if you're looking at the chat, yeah, I then changed my mind, and I think that historical figures are the classical elements, and these symbols now are the substances.
If you were unsure before, you're certain now, because it's talking about certain recipes and the way that the way that they're written has changed over time, and it's talking about the local implications of writing things a certain way in certain places. So it talks about the implications of trying to give someone else a recipe that is very far away, and how that had an impact on the world throughout history. As in, I have a recipe, I give it to someone else in the other side of the world, they interpret it differently, and it was a mess. So they had to standardize, and that was what created the current system of writing alchemy as you know it. There are some other symbols for each one of these elements. But the one that stands out is the one that you've seen before, and the one that you have seen for your childhood. Remind me, you grew up in...
It's in the Offland Kingdom, I believe. Let me check. The name of the town is Pontypridd.
Pontypridd.
And in the map, I think it's there in the map. Northern coast of Offland Kingdom.
Second... Where is...
The world map, I mean, yeah.
Mainland. Wait, this is what happens when you organize too much and you put things inside of folders and you can't find them anymore.
Embrace chaos.
Yeah. Mainland.
The eternal problem of
Map. Found it.
storing stuff.
Pontypridd. Oh, so you're the one from Pontypridd. Okay. You know, I have the city here and I forget who's from there. Yes.
The map.
I know. Northeast side of the Halfling Kingdom. I only have the most recent map. I don't have the years ago map. I only have the current map. But yeah.
Sure. But still.
It's still northeast.
Yeah. The thing I have noted down is northern coast of Halfling Kingdom, and the name.
It's not coast, but it's like 100 kilometers from the coast, but you know, close enough. Okay. Yes, but for that region, there was a way of translating these symbols, and it talks specifically about these mishaps which would happen whenever someone tried to send through a boat to the other side of the kingdom, to the eastern side, which I forget what the name of the kingdom was, but it was not it was where people were renegated to. You know, lots of people no one wanted in their own kingdoms. Kind of deal.
Their version of Australia.
Kind of, yeah. On the other side of the world, and it would go through Goldcrest, which was a nearby naval town, and go all the way to cities like Snowport, for example, which was a major port on the other side of the island. And these mishaps would happen all the time. But yes, you can...
Continent, you mean? Of the continent, you mean?
Of the continent, yes. You're on the northeast, and these are on the west side. Sorry, you're on the northwest, and these are on the east side.
Oh, okay. That was also mixing up in my mind anyway, yeah.
Yeah, you're on the left, they're on the right. And Snowport, well, might be familiar to some of you. Out of character, not in character. Yes, so you find not only the symbols for your interpretation of them, but you can also see that these interpretations are jumbled. As in, what you have as a symbol for salt is the symbol for sulfur on the other side of the world. Or the continent, if you will. And what you have as a symbol for mercury is the symbol for gold on the other side of the world.
Right. Ah,
So that leaves you with two possible choices.
yeah.
I'm trusting the alchemist on this.
The thing is that for the puzzle, it's not like it's a recipe that could make some sense. It's just
Mhm.
it's connect the dots with extra steps and just with alchemical flavor to it. So it's not like there seems to be any point, any
But you do have two interpretations of this this puzzle, right? If you're
Sure.
going from your own perspective or from the perspective of someone on the, quote, other side of the world or continent.
well. The library used to be on the eastern coast.
It was somewhere in the middle, maybe closer to east, yes. Oh well,
Was it not?
how much does your character know about this library?
Well, true. This
This-
character. Yeah.
This is fabled to be all over the world, well, not anywhere specifically.
True. Yeah. No, I was thinking about the reference that Blake had,
I know.
and that one was much closer to the eastern coast.
I agree.
But you raised whether or not you raised the point that whether or not Derkin would be aware of that or of the history of the library in any way.
Give me a knowledge local.
Let's see. Knowledge local.
Let me put it this way. In your point of view, you don't even know exactly where you are on the world map. If I recall correctly, it's been passed down this information to you at some point. That you would be in the other hemisphere, or the
Sorry,
constellations
yes, I do know.
that you would see in the sky are not the ones that you see
Yes.
in the continent.
I'm not sure whether north or south. For some reason, I assumed that the other one was. Anyway, did we have a reason to believe it was further south than the original known continent?
If you were to assume that the world is round, yes.
Yes, everyone always knew that the world was round.
Did you?
Yes, even the ancient Greeks knew this, and it was like a known fact.
But these are not the ancient
Millennia ago.
Greeks.
Sure, the thing is, it's pretty obvious.
This is my world, okay? People can...
Sure, fine.
It's a disc.
Whatever.
It's a disc on top of a turtle traveling in space. Okay.
Fair.
Let me
But I
put
call
it this
bullshit
way.
nonetheless.
No one has traveled around the globe, at least.
Sure, the Greeks also did not, but
Okay.
I mean,
We're just good at
It's...
math.
And anyone who has tried probably died, or you've never heard of anything of the sort.
You just
if
need
the
math.
if the Greeks are so good, where are they now?
In Greece.
Greece.
around the same place. Not doing as well, you can say that, at least relatively to the other nations around them. Sure, but there is a Greece, I guess.
Anyway, if you were to use the current place where you are as an interpretation, neither of these would fit the bill.
Yeah, but yeah, we seem to be someplace completely different altogether. And other than that, yeah, the library itself jumps around. So
Yep. Not to mention, you rolled a knowledge local. Do you even know where Mr. MacGuffin is from?
do I?
No,
Muffin Town.
you don't.
I was thinking whether I would out of character make a joke like how dense his writing is or something like that. But yeah, then I thought about maybe okay, no, it's not necessarily a technical book. It's more of a historical blah blah blah. He's not actually. And then I dropped it, but I did consider it. Yes,
Yeah,
I don't know where it's from, but that doesn't really have to do with this puzzle. He's writing the book which has the collection of known symbols, and that's shown me that wait, there is these two completely opposite ways of reading the symbol anyway. So the author himself doesn't seem relevant for this.
Right. So how are you going to decide which of these two orders?
Me.
You try both.
I don't know how it works, whether or not we get a second attempt or not, because you need to drop items into the vial there. I'm not sure how easy it would be to recover them, or whether or not something would happen to them. And yeah, more than just it being wrong, I don't know exactly what might happen. One can create that not of their choosing.
Okay, let's try and do this in character.
I think he is talking in character.
God damn, I'm not. Where's the Durkin thinks? It's missing.
Yeah,
Sorry,
true,
what?
true.
I thought we were talking out of character because you weren't saying Durkin this and that.
Sure, yes. It was a bit ambiguous, yeah.
Sorry.
We should.
So we need to decide if what kind of order of the order of the symbols, right? And we know that based. We must decide on which side of the continent we're on, right?
Yeah, the side of the continent gives opposite ways of interpreting the symbols, and Derkin isn't sure which way would be the preferred way or was taken into account when creating this puzzle.
Durkin, tell me something. How prominent were your parents in the city as alchemists?
I would say not much. They were not rock stars or something like this. It's just they had their shop.
They had their shop, so alchemy was pretty common where you were.
Somewhat, so it's not. Let me.
I'm leaving this up to you.
Yeah, okay. Thanks. Let me then think of it one of them. Okay.
Because I have the history
what I
for the
had
other
in
side
mind-
of the world, I don't have it for yours, so...
Fair. I didn't think of it as their operation being something very outstanding. As in, it's not like they were treated like magicians or something. They just, they have this. Not necessarily, they could be maybe the only ones in the only such shop in town. Maybe okay, but it's not like they were treated as magicians in comparison. Just
Okay, it's a regular thing, but it's not like every corner. It's just something that exists
yeah, it's
sometimes
okay.
in some towns.
They did that thing, and okay, maybe they were one of the few shops in town, but yeah, nothing.
In this book, when it's talking about the other side, well, the one that you're not familiar with, it talks about this pretty massive figure that tried to create a franchise for alchemy on the other side of the world. His name was Jet Lester.
Oh, from Jet and Tonic, yes. Derkin's parents know about this.
Mm-hmm. Wait, your parents know about this?
We had this. Let me see. I had this in the notes somewhere. Yes, the Derkin's parents knew of a chain of
Wait,
chemistry slash alchemical shops, Jet and Tonic.
I completely
And there's a
forgot that you
rumor-
knew this.
And there's a rumor that Jet has died in a working accident. I have this noted down, and this is old. I don't have the date on this, but it's been written a long time ago.
This was probably written when you created your character. I had no idea that you knew this.
It was some campaign development that it was determined that your parents have heard of this and even have heard of the rumor that Jet died in an accident.
Yes. In more recent history, it does talk about this pretty big franchise that died overnight. Like it was booming and running all across the right side of the continent, and suddenly it just collapsed, disappeared out of nowhere. There were rumors that it might have been to do with this mishap with the communication symbols, and part of the reason why they standardized and created the symbols that you know today.
The real reason that Jet's shop exploded as we arrived, because the other character just nice.
Yes. It is written in, a more recent writing history of the whole ordeal.
Mm-hmm.
Your parents were alive during this time, so it might be safe to assume from the way that it's written that this is written by probably a human that doesn't live too long, as he considers this part of history. Even though this is when you were a kid, kind of thing. Well, when your parents were adults and you were almost a kid. Although I don't think that helps you with this puzzle in particular.
Yeah, I was thinking now, how does that information help here, but also drawing blanks.
You want a bit to think about it, and I'll go to Robert as he's looking at the other two statues?
Sure.
Baris, if you want to help as well with... Oh, well, you're going there.
Yes, sorry, I was muted.
Okay.
I didn't want to be muted. Yeah, I'm joining Robert on the two top statues.
While the two of them were nerding, I came here, and I guess I started one of them, and when
what are you looking for?
Yeah.
I want to start. I don't know. I mean,
what are you looking at, Robert?
Celeste's body must align at their appointed hours. I'm basically just trying to analyze it. I mean, most of the statues up until now have been, I have a riddle, but I also have a solution in the statue, so shrugs.
Okay.
So I'm just looking at the statue for things.
Which one?
But let's start with the astrologian, because the justice might be a little bit, I don't know, but just at scales. Maybe we can manage the scales.
Okay.
But anyway, as Avaris comes closer, I mean, Robert doesn't really trust Avaris, so it's like, go help the other. I mean, the gnome, the nerd.
I look at Robert very strangely and wonder why
Yeah,
he's insulting Durkin.
the gnome. I think he could use your help.
Are you okay?
I mean,
You're
if you
being more unusual than normal.
no, I'm perfectly
More
fine.
unusual.
Oh, why
No.
would I be unusual? I just think he's a small guy. He could use help. Hey, Derkin, do you need help?
That does not make sense.
You know.
I,
Okay.
I,
So,
I don't care
Varish,
about what Robert is doing, actually. I just want to study the Justice statue. And
yes, same. I was waiting for the Justice statue as well. God damn it.
luck. Tough luck. I call dibs.
Okay. I start with this side. You check the other side.
Sure.
Uh, don't
Give
worry,
me
GM.
me 2
It's already here.
perceptions.
It's already there. Don't worry.
I was gonna say someone's rolling and the other one's helping, but you're not helping each other. Each one of you is
Nope.
individually looking.
Looking at stuff.
Oof.
Oof.
Big oof.
Okay, so Abari's found nothing, and I win.
You
And you
will
also found nothing.
noticing dust on the statue. That's what that 15 can get you.
If you recall the scales, you had the typical statue with someone holding up scales. These scales were movable parts of the statue while the rest of it was fixed in place. Did I point out anything about the statue before I forget and add the points now?
I don't
The
remember.
scales move, so I
Mhm.
think that you can move. You can push on the plates and they go
They
up
move.
and down.
Yes. I want to
Let's
know
see
what
about-
I've already told you because I can't
Sorry,
remember
the
that.
skills move, right?
Yes.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, I don't remember much about the skills, to be honest.
I think the Justice statue was dropped almost immediately. Just the
Okay.
statue that the plates moved sparked the idea. Oh, they have challenges to solve, and that triggered the whole thing, the rest of the thing. But this statue itself, I think it was dropped immediately.
Okay. So you have the typical. You think of a justice statue holding up scales in one hand, on the right hand, as the other hand is close to its chest.
And are the skills balanced?
The scales are. The scales are balanced. They seem balanced. Although when you touch them, they keep moving back and forth. Like it seems like they never completely stop. It's hard to really tell if they're balanced.
Is there anything on the chest of in the end and near the chest that does not have the scales?
No. But as you're close to and thinking about what this might mean, you once again hear the statue whispering, "Might be blind, but the scales of justice will always align." And you look up. Justice is blind. Justice is not blind. There's a face, and it's looking forward as it's holding up the scales of justice.
Oh, we have to cover the eyes.
Okay, very well thought out. Haha. Abari, you need to climb the statue.
I look at Robert, weirdly. But do it.
Okay. Now,
Do it. What do you want me to roll?
Climb? Are you climbing?
I think so. I'm gonna
I,
follow it.
I help him because I have a plan.
Okay.
Okay, it's decent. It's decent.
Okay. Now, the way I'm imagining is Abari is like on the shoulders of Justice. Okay.
Okay.
And I tell him, okay, now cover Justice's eyes and close your eyes.
Are
I
you doing
cover
that?
just the size. Yeah, I do it, but I don't close my eyes.
You have to close them, or there will be something not blind in the statue.
I cover just the size and see if anything happens.
um, Robert, you noticed that this statue, he covers the eyes. Nothing seems to happen at first, but as you look at the scales, sometimes it seems like they were moving back and forth and never stopping. But sometimes it seems like they move a little bit more and then go back to moving back and forth. And then move again
Okay.
more and then back and forth.
Oh, it's getting a rhythm. Is that it?
No, it's more of
yeah.
sometimes it twitches and goes further, but then it goes back to its back and forth.
Okay. See, you need to close your eyes for this to work.
From your point of view, Abaris, every time you look at the scales, they seem to be still in the same place.
Okay, so from my point of view, they're still, but not from Robert's. That's interesting. Okay. I sigh and say, but the scales are still. Why do I need to close my eyes?
No, they're not. They're twitching. That's the whole puzzle. Yeah, everything that touches the statue needs to be blind. I'm pretty sure that's what they want. Speaking of which, I'm pretty sure this needs a bluff.
From who? From you?
Me. Oh yeah. Okay. My plan, just so we're all on the same page, is to say to Amaris he needs to be up there, close his eyes, and cover the statue, and I go do the other puzzles, leaving him there. that was my plan.
You
Okay.
wanted to look at the statue.
Abaris, give me a sense motive.
Fuck. I don't think I can roll that low, but yeah, sure.
I don't think you can either.
I can't roll that low.
But
I
you
mean,
can.
yeah, we have positive charisma modifier already.
There's a 5% chance you get a natural one.
Yeah,
But
if
there's
it's
no
natural one.
there is no crit in skill rolls.
It seems like Robert has second intentions.
You don't say.
There is no
Who would have guessed?
critical rolls
Who would have
in
guessed?
skills in Pathfinder.
No. I'm not going to close my eyes. You're just messing with me.
I mean, then maybe cover it with some like clothing, like I don't know. You have a scarf?
Do you?
Let me look at my portrait. I might. I think I do, actually. I think I can take my coat. I take my cloak.
While we're doing this, please tell me that Derkin is thinking about the alchemist's solution.
He is. He's typing in whispers.
Okay, perfect.
Baris, tell me, what did you have again?
I take my cloak and put it over the statue's head.
And you stay up there?
I'm looking at the scales, see if it works. You know?
It doesn't seem like it. You're up in the statue, right?
Yes, I can climb down though.
Okay. Once you're climbing down, once you take your last foot off of the statue, you hear a loud thunk as the scales, one of them drops completely to one side and the other one's all the way up at the top.
See, look at Robert and say, see, now they're not balanced.
Huh. But he fully covered Justice's eyes?
Yes.
Huh.
You look
I mean-
and they're completely covered. Nowhere from where you can see you would see any bit of their eyes.
But when he was up there, it almost worked, didn't it? It twitched a bit, but now it's just moving, right?
It
Do you think
twitched.
you need to climb with me?
It unbalanced more than it would almost at the center.
Wait, now or on the first try or second try?
When
Which one?
when Abaris was up there, it was
Yeah.
sometimes always centered, like moving a bit, and then in very short bursts, going further away and then going back after that.
Okay.
I like how Durkin laughed because he understands what I'm getting with this. But both of you don't know what I'm talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, Robert is trying to play by the rules. This is dumb. Robert holds the scales in place.
The skills don't move.
Remember that before you touch the scales and you can move them easily?
Uh-huh.
Give me a strength check.
Worry not.
Worry not.
Oh, I cast fist.
The scale is really, really heavy. Like, you're pushing it with all your force and it's barely moving and you can't get it back into place. It's really heavy. And before it was just a touch and it would balance itself.
This is annoying me, especially because I feel like Derkin knows the solution to this.
No, but... Okay, let me reiterate. From your point of view, sometimes it would balance and go... When Abaris was not up there, it was almost balanced, but moving slightly. And when he was up there and covering the eyes, it would be almost balanced, and then suddenly shift, and then go back to almost balanced.
Wait, and when Avaris was up there, it was okay from his perspective. Okay, this is again of perspective. Okay, I look at it from the place where the lines meet.
Now, I might have missed something, but
So, what is something you do with your eyes when you're not thinking about it?
I'm blinking. Is that the whole thing?
He was up there, he was covering the eyes, and he was not closing his eyes. But it seems like sometimes it would unbalance itself in a very short blink and then go back to normal.
You just pulled it under monastery door, bro.
no, he did not. You had plenty of warning.
I pulled, you said that it had to be blind, and something on the statue was not blind, and he was blinking. And when he was blinking, the scales would tip in the way that they are now, and then go back.
But now he's blind, right?
Now it's completely blind, so the scales are not balanced, they're completely off.
I like
Ah,
it. I like
Sorry, can you repeat that last bit? What was his question that you replied with completely off?
As in, the statue is now blind, but the scales are not aligned.
So in theory, someone could
currently,
climb.
Abaris is on top of it, still covering the statue's eyes.
No.
No, he's
I'm
off.
On the, yeah, I climbed off.
GM, just so you're aware, okay? I'm not stupid enough to say I close my eyes and what do I see?
Let me also put it this way. Every time you touch the statue, the scales
He got the
go
feeling.
back almost, and they balance back and forth, but they're not completely aligned.
Okay, this is a game of blinking and shit.
Is it? There's 3 people. How would I do that?
Oh! Nobody look at the statue. Let's give it the
It's a living
silent
angel.
treatment.
Look out!
It's an angel. Oh no.
I'm giving it the silent treatment. And I go back, walking backwards just to see if it has any noise still. Amar, don't look at the statue. Nobody look at the statue.
I sigh again, and do not look at the statue.
Derkin is
'cause
puzzled by the shouting at near the statue, and asks, "What's going on?"
This statue is a prick.
I'm sure you, Derkin's sure that you did something to deserve it.
I'm the nicest guy.
Told you that. Told you that.
What
They're
happened?
lying to you.
Not everyone at once.
Okay, so Albert says to not look at the statue because if we don't look at the statue, the scales will balance. Apparently. I think it's kind of insane, but whatever. Just go along
What's
with
the
it for
current
a bit.
status? So is there someone at the statue now? How's the state of the plates?
No one's at the statue. We're all downstairs. The plates, one of them is fully raised,
No.
the other is
No.
low. And that's it.
And currently, Derkin can test this, but currently they are hard to move, or there's again floppy.
Very hard to move. Super duper hard to move.
Sorry, I'm laughing. It's not about this. It's something completely else.
Okay.
Sorry.
So would you say that Derkin got a description of what happens when the body is on top of it and so on?
When the bars was on top of it, from his point of view, the scales were almost aligned. Well, actually, from his point of view, they were completely aligned.
We need to look down on justice.
I was just asking if Derkin if I can act as if Derkin had gotten a summary of what happened.
Yes.
I would say so.
Okay.
I mean, we've been talking about what we saw.
Let me try something. Derkin will.
Yes.
I'm back.
Okay.
Go on. Dirkin was going to try something?
He touches the statue, and if something happens.
Whenever you touch the statue, the scales go back to almost being aligned. But if you look closely, they're not ever completely aligned. They're moving back and forth. Almost like they're rocking back and forth between the two.
While he's touching, they are swinging
Yes.
very close to the balance.
Yes. Whenever you let it go, you hear a loud thunk as it goes back to the position it was in before.
Abarish, can you also
Yes?
touch the statue, please?
Sure. I put my hand in the statue because Derkin is a very polite person.
I also put
Does anything change?
Not compared to when you were the only one touching it, no.
I also touch it.
It remains the same. With scales, one completely down and the other one completely up.
Do you want me to climb back
Sorry,
up again, Derkin?
sorry. When the three of us are touching it, it's again to completely
As if-
unbalanced, or
Completely unbalanced as if no one was touching it.
oh,
Okay, guys. I mean, I don't want to be the person saying this, but you've been here for a bit. The statues are made out of stone, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, guys, pickaxe solves this.
How
What makes you think that helps?
I
how would
mean,
it solve this? They're magical statues.
it's a
how would
magical
it-
pickaxe.
Is it?
It is.
Sure.
Pretty sure.
That sounds
Worth a
like
scam.
a great way of getting trapped inside the mirror dimension of sorts. Let's not. Um, so they're both touching it, and they're in. Let's go. It goes back to almost balanced.
Sorry, repeat that?
So there were the three touching it, and it was
Mhm.
completely unbalanced. If they're in let's go, it goes back to swinging near
No.
the balance. Oh.
If both of them are touching it, no.
And it remains completely unbalanced.
Yes.
The plot thickens even further. Oh.
Let me reiterate, maybe that will help. When justice is blind, the scales of justice are not aligning.
Wait, when justice is blind, skill are not all.
Yes?
What?
What?
We need to give him glasses.
No, but does this, was the
Bro.
statue itself blinded? I don't know if they.
Yes.
Not before. Now it is. Someone blinded the statue.
So currently, whenever Declan was testing things, the statue was blinded all this whole time. Yes.
Yes. Whenever it is blinded and someone is touching it, it's almost aligned. Do I need to recap?
I spent the entire day working.
So,
I'm getting deja vu.
Deja vu! I've been on this place before!
Okay.
If
let me also remind you of something. The puzzles on the left were self-contained, as you've realized. The puzzles on the right were connected to each other.
yes. I want
Oh.
to comment something at the start. I didn't know if I don't, because we ignored the top statues all this time. I don't know if there is a top group or if each of them belongs to their own left-right group.
Mm-hmm. I go to the astrologian and
Which
I check for a
also
blindfold.
related to the whispers.
Wait, I'm rolling the perception. What are you not?
You're looking for your blindfold.
I'm checking this one. I mean, what I'm actually doing is checking if this one has anything useful for
puzzle.
anything.
Remind me again what I told you about the statue.
Celestial
If anything
bodies.
at all.
I think you just gave us the text. Being honest.
I think that for the astrologian one, no, I don't think we spent much time on it.
No,
at
I
all,
don't
so
think-
it was
I
only
don't
part
think
of the
either.
Initial round, we have just a generic description and listen to the message, but I don't think we investigated it much.
That's
So you're looking at the statue. It's holding, well, in one hand it's holding what would be the replica of the system. Well, I don't want to call it the solar system because it's not the sun, but you know, the system you're in, like a 3D model of the thing.
Like a
With-
small orrery.
With, of course, the planet you are currently on in the middle, with the giant continent.
Am I aware of the existence of planets?
I think it's safe. You can look at the stars and see that there's something outside of this planet.
And
Important.
What's the shape of the planet?
Important question because you mentioned that the planet and where the continent and well, since we are
One
looking at it,
continent, yes, if that's your question.
okay, the globe has a single continent on it.
Yes.
I was going to ask the globe.
He
Yes.
mentioned that it was at the center of the thing he was holding. Yes.
Yeah, but
It's a globe, yes.
Yeah, my question is it spherical? Apparently, yes. That's the answer.
Yes, it is.
Boring.
Like it's holding this in one hand, as the other hand is on his face, pondering what he's holding in his hand. You can see there's this one celestial body, which is right in the middle, and there's 7 others. One of them being really big compared to the other ones.
So, and there is 7 other statues.
No. Oh, other
There are.
statues?
Yes.
No, there's 7 other statues. You're correct. Yes.
Guys, maybe this one needs to be the last one.
Both of them, or just astrologian?
I don't know. I mean, it says appointed hours, celestial bodies. Maybe we've been, I don't know, arranging the planets.
What was your description of the other hand of the statue?
It is next to his head, almost to his chin, almost as if pondering what he's looking at. And
Is
he's
he
looking
doing
at
the thinking emoji?
Yes.
Where is it pointing at?
What do you mean? He's not pointing. He's
If
just.
it's doing if it is the thinking emoji,
No.
the index finger is pointing somewhere.
Okay, not a literal thinking emoji, just, like scratching chin while looking at.
Like the thinker. Okay.
Yes.
Very ponderous. Very distinguished. Yes. Okay, never mind then.
Not literal thinking emoji. Sorry, I didn't get that far.
Yeah, regarding here the statue. If Derkin is the only one touching it and Derkin closes his eyes, does something else happen? I tell this to Abarish so that he can react. Maybe I can just speak it. Now, Abarish, I'm going to hold the statue and close my eyes. Tell me if anything happens.
Okay.
Tell Derkin if anything happens.
Okay. You do this, and when you close your eyes, the statue once again goes almost to the center, but it's balancing back and forth, not completely.
Regardless of whether or not I close my eyes?
When you're closing your eyes, when you open up your eyes again, you hear a loud thunk, and looking back, it's like nothing changed. You just hear the sound.
We all need
me touch the statue.
We all need to close our eyes.
If you're the one touching the statue, yes.
We all need to close our eyes, and then we see if it works or not.
You can try that. Was that in character?
Yeah, and we can see by our ears. Oh my god, I'm a genius. I go there and I put my hand on the statue and I close my eyes.
Does everyone do this?
Sure.
Yeah, I go along with it. It's not like anything else is working.
You all close your eyes. You keep hearing the statue whisper, "Justice might be blind, but justice will always align." Once the first one of you opens your eyes, you hear a loud thunk.
Okay, and that thunk is the...
And the scales are once again misaligned.
Okay, I haven't pickaxe.
Why?
This statue is annoying me deeply.
And then he complains about being called the Marshall Plus.
Try balancing this, you fucking casual.
In before it just rebounds off the statue into his face or something.
It would be pretty funny.
It would be very funny. I'm not sure that would happen, but it would be very funny. It seems very dangerous thing to try at any rate.
On the other hand, you still haven't finished the alchemist one.
That's
Oh
true.
yeah, and one of us is an alchemist, isn't he?
Yes,
Mr. Know-it-all.
Derkin has a plan he will put into action.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised the hint that I gave you actually worked.
Yes.
I thought you were being ironic when you said that helps.
No, yes, I considered. Wait, maybe this sounds sarcastic, but no, I meant it sincerely. Yes, the plan is to do it my way, so the way I know it, so that Derek knows.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
following the recipe and interpreting the symbols as you would.
But back to where we were. You were still doing the skills of justice.
Sure, yes.
Let us have a win this session, please. Let us do the alchemist.
We have the alchemist. Oh, well, I'm confident that the alchemist is
Yeah, but
close.
but Derkin, if you are so confident, maybe the alchemist poops out a blindfold or something. I don't know.
No, the justice is on the wrong side. It would have to be the one on the right.
Maybe that's it. Maybe because we finished 3 off one side and 2 off the other. That's why it's unbalanced. I don't know.
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay. So what are you gonna do?
Ooh, no,
okay.
must not be that, because when it's swinging close to balance, it's moving, but when it's unbalanced, it's static, just foam,
Mhm.
completely to one to the other. So maybe not.
On the other hand, as you're thinking about this, Durkin seems to have made up his mind of what he's going to do with the alchemist one. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure. So, what do you guys want to do?
I mean,
So as it stands, if no one's touching the statue and the statue is blinded, it's hovering or
Unbalanced. Unbalanced.
Completely.
Whenever someone
Okay.
touches it, it goes back into balance. Whenever they blink, it goes unbalanced.
Oh.
That's what I meant all this time with. Sometimes it goes in balance. From their point of view, it's always in the same place. That's when they're blinking.
Yeah.
That's,
that
I
I got.
understood the way it was working. It sounded to me like
I just wanted to make sure, okay?
whenever he blinked during that fraction of a second, it was edging ever so slightly towards something, and so he would have to close his eyes to hold the button to move,
Oh,
so
yeah.
to speak.
maybe these are supposed to be the last statues, and we need to finish all of them before doing this one.
I
We
don't
just
know.
need to
I'm
close our
actually
eyes.
quite surprised that this one hasn't been required, because this was in disorder.
Yeah.
So it would be, if we were to follow, it would be that, and then this. Although,
I mean, try doing the alchemist, my friend.
I have an idea on the astrologian though.
Okay.
So you mentioned that on one of his hands he has a model of the system of the.
Yes.
I'm going to call it solar system. Is it? Do things move, or is it completely static?
It's completely static.
Well, there goes my idea. Okay, so
Actually,
the other celestial bodies cannot move place at all.
now that you point it out, there's nothing that seems to move in this statue. Unlike pretty much, well, except the cartographer, pretty much all of them had a moving piece.
But you want to have something move in the statue? Derkin?
No, Derkin thought that there might be a way to interpret the message, but it doesn't work. What could the appointed hours mean?
I mean, what could Pantars mean?
I mean-
Either they represent a statue and we can move the statue itself.
That's something they can consider as well. Do the
Also-
statues are the statues
Yeah.
movable at all? If we try to just
Push them.
slide them, yeah, like
Um,
in Pokemon using strength on a boulder.
roll a strength check.
Oh, yeah, Derkin.
Yes.
I ask Robert to try that instead.
In one of the soft ones, probably.
That doesn't seem like it.
Mm.
And he's like pushing it really hard
In any direction?
in any direction. Like if it was, they would expect someone to be incredibly strong, which so far has not been the case.
Yeah.
I mean, this one mentioned 7 other planets, so maybe it needs. What I think is we need to close the alchemist. Then we all touch justice, close our eyes, and the puzzles are done. And magic, maybe, I don't know. I mean, when I was a kid, I thought it was just homework. I didn't expect it to turn into real life.
So, what are you guys gonna do again?
Robert says we do the alchemist.
Okay, we can try to finish that one. So
So,
as per we follow the
you have
instructions.
a list of materials that you gathered from within the walls.
Mhm.
After you struck while the iron was hot. And it yielded. With a hammer that you found while following the lines that converge upon the center.
Yes.
And now you must follow the recipe list one create that not out of their choosing. So what is it that you choose to create?
Blindfold.
But isn't the statue already blindfolded?
The other one, yes.
A good one. Maybe it's a body's cloak. Maybe it has a hole. I don't know.
Anyway, go on. You have this. You have the materials, and you have the sequence of events that should be on the statue itself.
Mhm. Yes.
What are you going with?
Okay, now I see the other point on how it relates to another way in which it relates to the writer. Then. Okay. Well, we got into here to get to the restricted section initially,
Mhm.
and we somehow ended up here. There doesn't seem to be any other doors, but would expect that whenever the room is solved, so to speak, that we'll be able to step out. What item do we need? So suppose it's a line at the appointed hours. Could it be that it's something that we need for the astrologian statue instead?
So tell me what you're doing. You're gathering the materials and you're...
Well, as I understood, the statue you needed to put them sequentially into the vial that it's holding.
Mm-hmm. Is that what you're going to do?
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
So tell me, what are you placing inside of the vial?
So one by one, as per the sequence, the several elements and substances.
Yes, and well, you start with fire, water, air, earth, but how did you interpret it again? You were using the elements that you found on
Yes,
this
so the
this wall,
interpretation
right?
would be as yes. Those were the classical ones, I think, and these were the others.
Mm-hmm.
And for these other ones, yeah, I was going to use the interpretation from my place, so to speak, from where I'm from.
Yes. But remind me again, what were these ones again, exactly? As in, there was something for fire, there was something for earth. Sorry, there's something for fire, something for water, air, and for earth. And if you recall, the interpretation that I gave you was a lineage of kings from the human kingdom. The first of which was a womanizer. He had a lot of lovers. That was
The
pretty
second one
much
had a very stable reign.
yes, very dependable as well.
The
The
third
other
one pushed for arts and sciences,
Mhm.
and the fourth was very adaptable.
Yes. So how would you interpret each one of these into the puzzle that you're trying to solve?
Yeah, I had thought so. The one with many lovers, it would be fire. Stable, I think, is earth, and adaptable would be water. In my
Mhm.
mind, so that leaves pushed arts and sciences for air.
Okay. And the salt, sulfur, mercury, and gold, you're going for your interpretation.
Yes.
And you're placing these into the vial itself as you're thinking about something about the astrologian. What were you saying again?
What could well, one of the things is what could the appointed hours mean?
Mhm. So, Dirkin, you're a little bit short to be able to reach this easily. Are you climbing on top of the statue to place the elements, or asking someone else for help?
How awkward would it be to climb for this? So is that a way that I
Not
could
much.
just easily be?
You would just have to, climb on top of the statue's feet, or a little bit further than that, and then reach over and hold on to the statue and reach over and put the elements. You could do it yourself easily. It's just, it might look a little bit awkward from the outside.
Then Derkin would if it seems doable by
Yeah.
himself.
It is. It's just for everyone else that's looking, you can see Dirkin like a little bit struggling to put everything in there, but he's doing fine. Once you start placing these elements, the vial that is containing these elements starts to light up, and these, I remember, these were solid elements, right? That's what the description I gave you. Or were these vials with something in them?
It were.
They were
They
solids.
came in flasks, yes, but
Okay.
I think it contains like some dust or something solid.
They were solids, as far as I remember.
Yeah.
And once you place them inside of the vial, this lights up, almost as if it's heating, part of the process, and these solids become liquid. And each one of these vials that you pour into the concoction changes the hue of the light slightly. It goes from yellow into an orange, into a green, into a blue, and it keeps shifting until you pour in the last ingredient and it goes completely white and solidifies. And once the light dissipates, it's almost as if nothing is in the vial itself anymore, and you can hear the statue. One must follow the recipe list. And it stops whispering. There you go. Turkin, give me a climb check.
Someone's
Give me a climb as you're coming down from the statue.
It is just to make fun of the little people.
Maybe.
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 So Derrick, once you're climbing down the statue, seemingly have solved it. You place your foot on the ground, still having one foot and both hands holding onto the statue. And you feel the statue move back. Whoops.
Ooh.
Something that
That's
didn't
new.
happen once you were climbing on top of it.
Yeah.
Like it slides.
Can
back.
I slide the blacksmith statue next to me?
Which way?
Oh, I had the ruler. So just
Hey.
a little push in this direction. Very small. Nudge.
This direction?
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
Robert, where you moved onto this justice statue? What were you doing again? The scales are not aligned. No. They're still... One of them is completely down all the way and the other one is all the way up.
How big are the scales?
They're pretty big. I want to say you can maybe put both your hands on the plate and not have much
Can I
room
put
left.
myself on the plate?
You can definitely try.
Okay. Is it a climb?
Yes.
Respectable.
Yeah, you can climb onto them, but which one are you climbing onto? The one on the bottom or the one on the top?
The one on the top, because I want to wait to go down.
Yeah, you climb onto the scale itself. There's barely enough room for you to fit inside of it, as you're holding onto the chains that is holding up the scale. It doesn't seem to budge at all. And it's not like you could fit more people in here.
I feel like you're pulling a monastery door and it's annoying me.
No, I'm not. Trust me.
Okay.
Although from your vantage point, you can see that Durkin is moving the statues easily.
What do you mean he's moving the statue?
He pushed...
Notice that they're out of place.
Yes, he pushed this one a little bit back and he pushed this one a little bit up.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Yes.
I jumped down. I pushed the statue.
Which way?
Like up.
Up.
Get wrecked. Oh my god. You go to the corner, bitch.
So you're pushing the statue into the corner. Meanwhile, Durkin and Navarez, you're seeing Robert push the statue into the corner.
Wait, okay.
For no apparent reason.
That felt much better than I was expecting.
Yes.
Ah.
So, as it might have become clear.
Can I make her like... I want to rotate her so she looks at the corner. She knows she has been a bad statue.
You want to rotate it like this?
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
It doesn't take much effort to slide these statues. You can hear the rock grinding on rock, but it doesn't seem like there's any grooves or anything that is making these statues slide on top of the rock. And you can freely rotate them, yes.
I go to Derkin and I thank him for his job.
Let's try to figure out what's left.
Yep.
Okay. What is left though?
Astrology
Justice and
and justice.
Just those ones.
Yep.
Okay, sorry. I thought we still had to do the cartographer.
Nope. All the other ones are done.
Okay, and I'm not getting out of here before we do all these puzzles.
I don't know.
Okay.
And always go back the way that Robert came.
Yep. When we finish this, we need to help the girl find her note.
That note?
Something. The owner of the library gave her a note in case bad things happen.
Isn't that interesting, Abarish?
It is interesting.
Maybe, just maybe, we might be able to help.
You guys know something I don't?
Sorry, I
Blink,
was thinking about the Justice statue.
The Justice statue. What?
I also heard that.
The Justice statue.
Yes,
Bro, if the answer is we need to remove the clothing off the statue.
What? No,
It's not
sorry.
that kind of game.
It's not that. No. Please stop.
What? Derkin, I know the answer. It's just ice.
It's what?
No.
Just ice.
Blah. Bruh, no. Please. Bruh,
I'm sorry.
How does that help?
you should be. You should be sorry.
Robert points at the statue. That statue broke me. I just don't like homework, okay? Is it that
Okay,
hard?
sorry.
Derkin wants to check on the model again. What's the in the model? Do the
Yes.
several other elements or the other bodies? I mean, I'm trying to see whether or not they couldn't be interpreted as being in certain positions of a clock.
Of a clock compared to the middle, yes.
So looking from the top to the model, they could be seen as being in a certain disposition that would be positions on a clock.
Yes. Or from the bottom, which you're looking, but yes. Same answer.
Right. But then Derkin wants to move the astrologian to the center.
Yeah.
And then the remaining as described in the...
Just a reminder, there was a small hole where you got the hammer from in the middle, but the statue slides effortlessly over the hole as if it's nothing.
It's air hockey. It's a air hockey table.
Kind of like that. What did you want to do with the other ones? You push the astrologian in the... Oh.
To place them according to the positions in the model that he's holding.
Which where?
I'm now. There's another thing.
Mm-hmm.
The writer does not have its own colorful ball. Is it because you have run out of colors on the thing to pick from? Okay. It's what I assumed so far, but it could in this case mean that he is the one that should be in the center because does not have a colorful ball.
No. That was just me running out of distinguishing factors for each statue.
Alright, then astrologian remains in the center. And
not to mention, I forgot that I could group items. So the weaver, for example, I can move this and then group.
You have been doing that so far, and now, yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Not at the start, but then you did.
I can group both of them so they move together now. I forgot I could do that, so I don't need the colors anymore, but it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
Try to replicate the model display in the position of the statues.
Okay. Do you have a preference to where the closest planets would be, or the big planet would be. There's clearly one that is larger than the others. From what you know of astrology, might be safe to assume that's the sun. Or
That's what I was assuming as well. Yeah,
The-
but
the light body that is not called the sun.
uh-huh. Well, it can still be called the sun, but yeah, even in the geocentric model, it was still the sun.
Yeah, but it's not our sun. It's not the solar system. It's the...
Sure.
A solar system.
Ooh, no,
It's
no.
It's the
I
Prion
want
system.
Exactly. So
It's the what?
when
It's
do
the
they
Prion
count?
system. It's the name of the continent.
Wait, the
Oh,
name
the-
of the solar system.
Yes, it's the name of the world. It's the Prion system.
Prion, like the
How do you
disease.
how do you spell it?
Prion. Yes, Prion. Or Prion. Depends on dialect. Wait, you know that's the name of the continent this whole time, right? I have given you this
It's not-
information.
I'm not sure you did, but
Wait, it's the name of the star.
The continent.
It's the name of the continent, which is almost also the name of the system. The same way you call the same way you call our planet Earth. It's Prion, and it's also the Prion system, because it's not the solar system, because Prion is in the center.
Because it's named on the continent. Oh,
Yes,
of course.
it's all the same name.
That's right.
It's the only continent known.
Yes.
That's also.
Since I was able to take some spotlight now, you guys have a note for the library? Do I know this?
Robert should not know, I don't think.
Okay.
Well, though you could have wondered why we had this clue about the restricted section.
Yeah.
But speaking out of character, so
Who's the
you
kid?
might be curious about how we have the clue or whatever. I don't recall exactly how it was presented.
It was the kid, right?
Someone stole
So-
something from the librarian at one point.
The kid implied that he has something to do with it.
No, the kid implied that he would help you with reaching it. Or
Yeah.
part of the system that would impede you from reaching it would be inactive.
GM. I need to know.
Yes?
What's the system, the statues?
No.
I don't know.
Because if it was, you should tell us in advance. Like,
No.
okay, guys, if we don't do this, it's gonna be hella annoying.
No. Wait, is this annoying? It's not supposed to be annoying.
Not for me, no, it's just Robert.
Okay.
I just want to smack stuff.
I mean, you should have... Most of the early episodes. So it's your fault for having the wrong character at the wrong time.
Yeah, twice.
It's true. It's true.
It is true, yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
Moving forward,
Yes,
Robert asked if there was a note for the library because you guys mentioned it.
I don't remember.
Abaris,
Are you out of character saying it, or
Out of character, yes.
you stole something from the desk or from the apparently drawer or some kind? But you, while she was not looking, you reached quickly and got whatever you could grab, and that was it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And that was the note saying the What did
Remember the labyrinth of truth, or
beware the labyrinth of truths.
Okay. Then I start patting my pockets.
Durkin is the one that had it because he was the one thinking about it.
Okay.
You gave it to him.
Okay. Sorry, I don't remember.
I
these
actually
things.
didn't remember that bit, so that's yeah.
I think it's safer because you were the one that was pondering the most about it while they were taking out the books.
Sure, that's fair. It's just I didn't remember.
You're also the one that has the other book that has pages stuck to it.
Oh,
The one that gave you the information saying previously. Let me go back one step.
yeah, I had forgotten about this, but yes. The other part of the riddles, right? The journey's been long. Blah, blah, blah.
Your journey's been long, your steps you should trace. Reflect on your path, find your rightful place. The truest reflection will light up the way. So look to the mirror and don't go astray.
And then we got after that, it unlocked the next page, which had the one in the bottom left corner.
Yes. In ancient echoes, secrets reside. A whispered wisdom, a timeless guide. Listen closely to voices past. The path which you seek will not be your last. Yes. But Derek, it's safe to say you would have the notes. Or Baris would have some point given you it as you were thinking.
At the time, just yeah, I wasn't aware, but I am now aware that I possess the note. But you can take care of that later.
I would say as you're pushing the statues into what you would consider the celestial bodies places. Are you taking any special care for any statue? That's the only thing that I need to know.
Special care in regards to what?
One
celestial body
each.
that
Yes.
represents?
Yes.
So far, Astrologian as the centerpiece, and I'm not sure about the others. You asked, for example, which one might be the sun,
Mm-hmm.
so to speak, or well, whatever name we want to give to the sun.
It's the only celestial body that stands out compared to the other ones. As in, it's big compared to everything else. And compared to the center one, of course.
You said that celestial body, and for some reason I heard statue. Wait, the statue is different in size, but no, you said celestial body. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any?
They're all the same size.
Is there any outside reason to think there's some association with the celestial bodies and these occupations?
Not that I can think of, no.
Oh, this one is the element that's not an occupation. It goes as the sun.
Is that what you're going with?
For now.
Okay. They're all easily movable, so even... Oh.
That's, yeah.
Let's put them... Move them here. Let's move this one over there. Let's move this here. Move that over there. And let's put... Here. Well, the ones that would be closest to where they would be. As you're discussing... Meantime... let me put over there. As you're discussing something about the notes and giving more information to Robert, maybe?
Did I say something already?
Nope.
You mentioned that nothing at all, so not even that you had taken the note.
Wasn't Tabaraj like checking his note?
Yeah, his pockets. Yeah.
Mm.
And then GM interrupted, saying
yeah,
that you had a note.
You remember that you gave it to him before helping Robert with taking books out of the bookshelf.
Oh, okay.
Because you were also going to help him at some point after you figure out, well, I don't know what else to do. Derek can have it, and I'm gonna try to fix it. Go ahead, Dabaris.
Okay.
Dabaris?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. I don't have an idea what to do, actually.
Either you give me the note or you don't. Or give me the info about the note.
I'll give you the info.
Okay.
You mentioned that you stole the note
Note
when the librarian was not looking.
And tell him the information about what's in the note.
Okay.
Guys, that's not nice. They shouldn't steal from people.
I look him dead in the eye. With the most deadpan gaze that I can do.
Anyway, I should go back and give the poor librarian the note back. She was super stressed with this.
Durkin's the one that has it, by the way.
Yeah.
Dirk, can you give me the note, please?
Just a second. We are close to solving this.
Are we though? Are we?
Should be. Oh wait. Um.
Before that, I have an important question. How are we on time?
Yes.
I'm good.
I'm good
for a
as
bit
well,
longer,
but
yeah.
As in, there's a stop point now, or there's a stop point in like 30 minutes?
30 minutes.
30 minutes sounds fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me
Okay.
get
30
some more
minutes
water
sounds
though.
good.
Give me just a second.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Let's do it like this. I'll go get water. Declan will go get water. And you can perhaps start on the whole librarian thing.
No, that's not where we're
Okay.
going. Go ahead and go get water.
Okay.
As you can see, this was not a monastery door situation.
I don't know. The justice is still unsolved.
It is. It is. That's true. Speaking of which, let me put that there. Let me put this here. But I really like how Durkin was the only one that realized what I was saying about him blinking. And it was immediate, and both of you were completely confused.
Back.
Welcome back. Now we wait for Boris.
Okay.
Well, maybe I go eat something as well. BRB. But you can continue doing the puzzle.
I need everyone here for this.
Oh, okay. I'm just
Be-
going to go grab something.
Go ahead.
It's going to be like
Go.
milk or something.
Go now.
Okay. Because I was wondering. Next up, I was going to try to check whether or not the whispering on any of these is still going on, because I think this one is still unsolved.
It is.
Wait.
I've got me some water.
We're waiting for Robert
The-
now, because he didn't decide to go when everyone else went.
No, I-
No one.
Did you get? Was anything that came apart or was detached from any of these?
There was. The
There
weaver
was
had
the
the
plate.
needle, the musician had the
Fuck,
flute.
Yeah. Oh shit! And
And-
this one had the plate that had the last, where you draw on, right?
Yep.
All of them on this side had a detachable thing.
Yep. Not the ones on the right, though.
No, yeah, that's the justice and on that side. So I was thinking whether it's so this one it went like this, the three solved, and then it unlocks something to solve the top one. So doing this unlock things to solve the last one. Maybe those items need to be relocated to the plates of the scale.
Maybe.
We'll never know.
We're waiting for Robert. You know what's funny about having this 3D model? Is that my expressions might give away what I'm thinking. And my hand movements. If you're watching the stream, you might see me, like, do this.
Now, yes. During the most of the time, I was not. I noticed at some point that you had switched again. That's why I wrote that.
I know.
And but I wasn't keeping tabs on it, so to speak.
But it might give away some expressions. Although I did do it with the other one as well. For I would do things like, oops, not this one, or this one.
Yeah, I noticed that there's some kind of there's some emote on it. Oh,
This.
what the hell?
Evil scheming.
Yeah.
Let me watch your stream too.
I don't remember which keybind is which, so yeah. Been a while since I streamed. I only remember this one because it's an easy one. I was under the impression that the one that I have for this is the one that I have for this, but they're opposite of each other.
I like the tiny cloak.
You like the cloak?
I like the cloak.
There's this cloak and there's this cloak.
Give it a bit. I'm still seeing the old one.
Yeah,
Written without.
Okay, with and without the ears. Nice.
yeah. I wasn't sure which one I liked. So I went with this one. I also had, oh wait, no, that's not what I wanted. There is a Super Mario hat, yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I had the book. But where's... I forget what the keybind was. Oh, there you go. For the amount of shadow that I want to give. Yeah, I forgot I had this. There's the no shadow, a little bit of shadow, a lot of shadow, a lot of shadow, and just completely
Damn.
there's no face. Anyway, since we're all back,
Are we?
We are.
I think so.
I think.
I didn't hear you, Robert. Sorry.
so Robert was asking for the note as the Erkin was saying, "Give me a moment," as he slides the blacksmith statue, aligning it with where oh, I didn't mean to move it. Aligning it where the celestial bodies would be for the astrologian. And once this slides into place, you feel as if the statue clicks into place and you can no longer push it. You all feel the ground tremble a little bit beneath your feet as hold on. The flute the musician is holding drops to the floor. The tablet that Abaris wrote and placed drops to the floor as well, along with the pen. The vial where you place the materials in the alchemists drop to the floor.
Ah.
The
hammer?
No, the hammer is what you had. One of you had.
Ah, no, okay, it was quenching, so it's...
Yeah.
Yes, the tongs it's using to quench don't fall onto the floor, but they jump from its hand and drop on the floor in front of you. The parchment of paper where the cartographer is writing drops to the floor as well. Nothing happens with the scales of justice, but the needle that you threaded into the eye of the storm shoots out from where it was and clangs on the floor a little bit further away.
Ooh, okay. Derek thinks that one plate of the scale will have the items from the statues on the left, the other, the items from the statues on the right.
Yeah, likely. I
Does-
say the right one has the ones on the right, the left one has the ones on the left.
Does no one want to do the obvious thing?
Put everything on the highest one.
No, check if the middle statue is saying anything.
Ah,
Ah,
I wanted to do that before the clicking. Yeah, before we went out. Yeah, sure. Let's check that.
Let's move.
So you get closer to the statue and you no longer hear it whispering anything.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So now we're just missing the last one. Just
So
this.
let's collect the
Let me move
items.
it there. Remember that these items are supersized compared to you, so
The needle should be manageable by me.
yeah, it will. But I just want to
Yeah.
point out that they are...
Super
Giant.
size. Yeah, I remember
You needed 2 people to play the flute.
Yeah. I suppose that the slab to draw on is somewhat manageable,
It is. It's like pretty big, but
but also I suppose they're also picking some of them up, so we just
Mhm.
do.
my OBS just said that it disconnected, but it reconnected. I don't know what that was.
Oh,
Enemies up.
So all 3 of you gather the items and bring them to the justice statue.
yep.
I think Robert still wants the note, right?
He might have forgotten.
yeah,
because of
Robert
what
still wants a
happened.
note, yeah.
He completely forgot because of
Even-
what happened, and we can.
Even though you
move on.
felt the ground tremble beneath your feet and all that.
No. Derkin told me, oh, no, one more thing. But I still want a note.
Okay. So what are you gonna do with these supersized items that can barely fit onto the scale?
Ah, right. The scale you said earlier is not that big.
It's about the size of one person. You can fit one person comfortably there, but not more.
On each
Derkin,
side of the scale, or
You
Total.
can.
Each one of the scales, yes.
Then I suppose you can stack
Derkin,
them.
can I take the note while we start figuring out the puzzle? And
We
also,
are
I
almost
really
done here. We
dislike
can finish this
statue.
first, and then look into that.
Derkin. I say this as I put my hand on his shoulder. After
On his
this,
what?
there is another puzzle. On his shoulder. After this, there is another puzzle. Notice, it's a riddle, then a house of mirrors, then magic statues. I mean, next is gonna be what? A green field with daisies that need, I don't know, to play cards with. I don't know. It's a puzzle. It's all
Let's see
the
what
way
happens
puzzles now.
first, and let's not get split up. Imagine that something
But
severs the connection between the mirror side and this.
why do you want the note so much?
Why do
The
you
poor
need
ladies
to
out
leave
there.
the room right now?
yeah, let's just
No,
finish
but
this.
the-
We're
Let's
almost done.
finish
here.
this
Robert,
and see what
the more
happens.
you work, the less we do. Come on, let's try and stack the things on the
The
scale.
poor lady's outside and she's looking for
We
that.
can wait. The more we discuss, the more we argue, the longer it will take to get to her. Help us get the stuff on the scale.
Yeah. I mean, if Robert wasn't a doer, for fuck's sake. Okay, guys, we finish this and
Robert
we
is
go
not a
there
doer. Robert
immediately.
is a complainer. That's all he does.
Ooh.
Robert did like 5 statues all by himself.
And complaining all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, of course, it's homework.
Anyway, let's try and balance the scale.
Okay.
So what are you trying to do? You have these oversized items that you are thinking about placing some of them on one side and some on the other, but pulling them close and looking at the statue, it's going to be a really hard balancing act, or it's just not possible.
Oh.
I don't want to take away the ability that you might be able to stack these on top of each other, but it seems
Unlikely.
Yeah.
it doesn't seem intended to have this dexterity, considering nothing so far would need physical abilities.
It's, but like one of each would work, right?
It would be hard to fit, but maybe you could do it.
No, but it's like the flute of the musician plus the slab from the writer, one on each, for instance.
Yeah, you could try that.
Sure. Let's try one combination just to see.
What
Let's
is the
try that one.
combination?
The flute and the slab, one on each side.
No one else is going to say anything? As Robert picks up the flute, places it on one side?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not expecting much from this combination because of, well, the initial separation I was making in my mind, but maybe it works, I don't know.
Meanwhile, the GM is rolling dice on the back.
No, I need
No, it is, how do I say
needed
no?
to remind me. Robert, you had the hammer, right?
I had the hammer, yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Is anything warm?
Where the hammer
No,
came from again?
the hammer came from the middle, and it was what was used to break into the walls.
That part, yes, okay, but it was in the middle, as in it was where the lines connect, yes.
Where the lines connect, a little bit behind the astrologer statue.
Yeah.
Where there was a hole, and it would very easily slide the statue over the hole without any issues. Robert, you place these, well, you have a hard time pushing the flute all the way up there, but the slab is also kind of hard to fit in, but the scales don't move at all.
So exactly on the same position.
They're exactly as they were without any weight.
Okay. So maybe we just try to understand which ones have any weight. Oh, maybe the blacksmith tongs and the hammer, because both it's the only statue with 2 items.
I will point out once again what the statue is whispering. It says that justice might be blind, but the scales of justice always align. Justice is blind, but the scales are not aligning.
Oh, we need to put this. I'm just no. I would be trolling. Let's be efficient.
Go on.
I was going to say we need to put the justice statue on the lines, so it would align.
It's always
no longer moves, I think.
aligned. The statue what?
No longer moves?
You can try to push it. No, it doesn't move. It's once again fixed in place.
Yeah.
You can't even rotate it anymore, and the rotation didn't seem to have any impact before. So, having tried one combination of items,
I wanted to try the tongs and the hammer because they're the only 2 from the same one, but justice might be
The
blind.
current default is completely unaligned, or the swinging near the balance?
the statue is still blindfolded, right? If it's
I
still
didn't change that, but-
blindfolded, if no one changed the blindfold on the statue, it is still one of them completely dropped to one side and the other one all the way at the top. If I might add, it seems like Justice has to be blind while the scales also align. So you wanted to try the hammer with the tongs?
Because it's the only one from the same one.
Mhm.
Likely won't work, but let's see.
Are you taking... Which one are you placing where?
Ooh, it's relevant.
Yes, it is.
The hammer on top.
The hammer on top. Once you place the hammer, before you even place the tongs, the scales shift the opposite direction. So the hammer is weighing down the scale completely to one side, and the other one is all the way up at the top.
Okay, I removed the tongs. It remains the same.
It remains the same.
Okay, guys, we just need to find out what is super heavy as well. We have the hammer. I have a feeling it's going to be the alchemist one.
So the hammer is the only thing that is affecting the plate so far.
Yes.
Yep.
Hmm. Interesting.
I think it's the vial.
We can try the vial.
Yeah, we can put it up there. Sure.
You
Put the vial.
place the vial, all three of you, because it's a little bit hard for one person to do it themselves. Also a reminder, the hammer is almost human-sized, so not like massive compared to everything else. You place it and it doesn't affect anything.
What did the astrologian drop?
Nothing.
Huh.
That's why I thought it was the things on the statues on the left and the right that would be the sets to put on the
Okay.
plates.
Just to be sure, I'm rolling it already. Don't worry, GM.
What are you looking for?
Oof.
Yeah.
Nothing apparently.
Whatever you're looking for, you don't know. Just what were you looking for?
I was just analyzing the astrologian. If nothing dropped really.
Nothing's dropped, no.
Okay, just to recap. The hammers affect the scales.
Mhm.
How low
Oh,
did
wait,
it
wait.
drop?
The needle.
It dropped
It's like Nile.
all the way the opposite direction.
Okay. So it would have to be something that has the exact way. No. Yeah, it would have
To
to
be figurative.
Would it be because you placed the giant musician thing on it and it didn't affect anything? And it's
Yeah, I
way
think the
heavier
way
than a
we
hammer.
draw is figurative. It's symbolic.
It's not literal, no.
What did the cartographer drop again?
If it was literal, when Robert stood on the thing, it would have also moved. The cartographer dropped the scroll it was writing on. Like
That's
the,
it. Because a judge needs a hammer to bang the session and something to write on. I put the scroll.
You place the scroll on the other
Yeah.
scale. Is that it?
Yes.
Does anyone have anything else they want to add?
No. Let's
Not
just
now.
do the permutations.
We're just doing the permutation until Robert is super happy. Yes.
Yes.
It's good.
That's it. Just gonna do some permutations.
So, Robert, you dragged the scroll that was on the cartographer. You placed it on the other scale. The scales seem to slowly shift back to being in perfect balance. As you hear a click, once again, the room trembling a bit beneath your feet. As the statues... return to their original positions. And if you don't move out of the way, you're going to get a little bit of a knockback and get pushed. Alright, these are kind of weird to move. They're not.
Control Z doesn't work.
They're a bit further out than.
Thank you. I forgot I could do that. Oh, never mind. I can't. There's a limit.
Oh no! I love how someone wrote storm boobs.
That was you.
Yes, it was me.
Let's just say the statues move back to their original places.
Okay, as they're moving back, Robert is unleashing his frustration on the justice during the whole process. Yeah, bitch! You're going back to your place, huh?
This was down here, this was up here, this was over there.
Wrong order. Unless it's on purpose. No, yeah, it's wrong order.
Yeah, it's
The
right,
writer
it's
was
right.
the bottom one. No, writer was the bottom one.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah, right,
It's
that was the
this
bottom one, yeah.
It's this. Oh. You're correct.
They're a bit further to the left than they were before, I think.
That's fine. They move back to their original places. And Robert, you can hear the statue saying, "Justice might be blind, but the skills of justice always align. Justice might be blind." It goes quiet.
Robert is very happy, and he starts running towards Abarish for a high five. Then remembers Abarish likes demons and shit. So he does a sharp turn and goes for Derkin for a high five.
Once the statues slide into place, the two top statues move out of the way as the further wall, how do I describe this? Come on, give me a second. Where's the arrow? This way. As this wall seems to shift all of it upwards, and from within the ground, there appears to be a doorway with a double door. This.
Okay.
Wait, what?
There you
So
go.
it raises like a garage door?
Yeah.
The whole wall shifts. You're not sure if you're the ones moving downwards or if the wall is moving upwards. And from within the ground, you see a door. A giant double door appear from within the ground.
Double door. What do you mean by mono?
As in, there's one door on one side and there's one door on the other, and they both meet in the
They
middle.
close together in the center. Yeah,
Okay.
And they open,
double door.
yeah, like a double door.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Not to be confused with Dumbledore from Harry Potter.
Okay.
Look,
Guys, are you sure we shouldn't go back and give the note to the librarian? If somehow we are stuck on a parallel dimension without, and the poor lady is going to be looking for that note, I'm going to be very upset.
you do raise an important question, which is, if she knows about it, it's instructions she has. What the hell is she supposed to do with it? What information does she have?
What does the note say?
Just the riddle that led us here. Remember the bookshelf?
I mean, okay. I have serious complaints to say about whoever designed this place. In all honesty, like.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
GM prepares a enormous boulder to fall on Robert.
Like, if you want people to access this part of the library,
Maybe they
They
don't.
don't. That's the point. It's a restricted section.
If you don't want people to access this part, why make riddles? Why not just hide it?
Because you want to be able to access it still.
Yeah, but you still know the place. You don't need riddles. You just say, "Oh, you want to go there, and I trust you." It's the third door on the right. No need for statues or magic mirrors or illusory thingies. It's just it's that one. It's that door. Fucking
What's the
hell.
fun in that?
Robert is tired of this bullshit. He goes for the door.
Clearly, he hasn't met any wizards.
Wait. Speaking of which, is the hammer back in the center?
There's a hole. No, the hammer is not back in the center.
Where is the hammer? Is it in Justice?
Yes. Along
grabbed
with
the
Boris's cloak covering the eyes.
Yeah, I have to grab my cloak.
I grabbed the hammer.
I grab the cloak. My cloak.
Yeah, you can do both fine.
Let's go.
So no one cares about the librarian right now.
I mean, I don't know. If she gets that, it's confusing.
Robert. You're talking about this. You were moving forward, and Boris was behind you, right?
I'm sorry. I'm hearing you with breaks. Sorry.
Hello?
That's
Is
on
it-
you, I think.
Is
no,
it
no,
better?
it's on him.
Wait, it is? Hold on.
Yeah.
Is it fixed?
It was perfect for me.
Oh.
It-
That's on him,
Yeah, for
and I
me.
thought you meant me.
I haven't heard Robert in a bit.
Hello, Robert?
Robert?
Dead.
I think he's dead.
He is killed.
I think he's dead.
Robert, hello? We're not
Robert.
hearing you if you're saying anything.
He was never a caster class.
Okay, so
Robert.
the 31st, it's when the new GPUs are coming out.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, now we
Yes,
can.
Yes. Now we can.
Okay. Because you started talking to me and I could only hear breaks.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
I
but
It seemed to be on your side. It sounds
Yeah.
like it was.
yeah. I think it was on my side. Yes.
What I was saying was, you were moving ahead and grabbing the door as Boris asked if no one cared about the librarian. You were going back. You were looking back to talk to him.
something.
Wrong thing. This one. Talk to him. You noticed something. Remember that you came through
Oh.
through a wooden place? There's nothing there. There's
Yes, the door is gone.
There's
The
just a
only way is
brick wall.
forward. The only way is forward.
Oh
You-
shit.
You were looking at this wall shift upwards. Maybe that one as well moved. And you want to touch
Well,
it?
like I
No.
said, we weren't sure whether the wall was moving or if the floor was moving. So maybe changed floors.
Uh-huh.
It's one of those elevators that has two doors and you get in one side and out the other.
Yeah, I mean, I can touch the wall, but
But nothing happens.
okay. Just out of curiosity, is any of the walls warm?
Are you going to go around the whole room looking for warm spots?
I mean, a bit. A bit of video game logic.
Meanwhile, both of them see Robert run back, touch the wall, go around touching the walls. What are you two gonna do? He's gonna be here a while.
I look
Watch
at
him.
Erkin and jerk my head towards the new door.
Yeah, basically we exchange a look and back at Robert. A sigh.
All the
You know-
walls are wall temperature.
You're gonna wait for him then?
Derkin starts imagining a device that can see temperature.
A temperatometer.
And as Robert goes around the whole room looking for warm spots, remember that these spots would go in and out, so if you really want to go careful, you need to spend a while doing this.
huh. I asked them, guys, do you think I should spend here a bit longer just to be sure that there are no warm spots?
No.
You seem, for someone who was so eager to get along, to move along, even a few minutes ago, you seem to be very comfortable in this room right now.
I mean, it's finished. There's no more homework. We did it.
The Erkin just blinks blankly, just stares blankly and blinks.
Okay, guys. Then I mean, I checked. There was nothing.
Nope.
So, okay. Let's go.
That's cool.
Howard goes through the door. He opens the door and
Would you look at the time?
would you look at the So I'm going to ask you one thing. Do you want cliffhanger A or cliffhanger B?
What's the
whatever.
difference?
Like, give a wait. Why A or B? A is just look at the time and haha bye, or
A is, well, you open the door and we end it there. And the other one
no,
is, A, we open the door and you guys are going to hate me, and then we end it there.
yeah, B is much funnier.
We are going to get back to the entrance of the library.
No, it's even worse. It's like this room, but instead of 8 statues, it's like 16.
There's more stuff to do. That's somewhat interesting. Being back at it would be very frustrating to just be at the lobby of at the entrance of the library again.
Avarish,
Yes.
what do you think?
I choose B.
No. What do you think is going to happen? we're making bets.
You're making...
Okay, we're making bets on what might be going on with B. Okay.
Yeah, what might be the cliffhanger? Either that or bears. A shit ton of bears.
Robert, I think you would prefer the bears to what the B option is going to be.
Yeah, same.
I think we're going to find, and what we're actually going to find when we cross the door, is the private bathroom of the wizard that built this library.
Oh my god, that would be hilarious. But
that is
okay.
Highly specific.
And incorrect.
Maybe.
It's like highly specific. I did give you a tip saying you guys were going to hate me.
You did.
Yeah. And
Okay.
It's going to be a dream sequence.
It was all a dream. Oh no.
Oh my god. If you pulled that shit on us.
No. But you all walk through the door together. There's a bright light on the other side.
Shit.
No.
Once you walk through this passageway, you find yourselves face to face with your reflection further away. As Durkin,
Almost.
you hear in your the reflections are not in the they are in the right order. Never mind. They accept these two. Durkin, you remember the note that you saw for coming in here? Do you remember what it said?
You mean the one that's written there?
No, the one that you had before the book.
The remember the labyrinth of facts, or beware the labyrinth of facts.
And you remember the book that you had that had pages stuck?
The one, that one, yes, the one that had the.
There's a new page that you can flip over.
Yes. I look forward to it.
Do you want to guess what it says?
Gary was here. Ash is a loser.
No. It says, your journey's been long, your steps you should trace, reflect on your path, find your rightful place. The truest reflection will light up the way, so look to the mirror and don't go astray. You look back 2 pages back, and it's exactly the same thing.
Okay, it says it again.
So we're back at the start.
And I think we can end it there.
Honestly, I don't hate it.
I
Absolutely.
don't hate it, but I have to say I was right. It got more puzzles. So poor librarian lady, we are here having. I mean, maybe librarian lady is good at puzzles. We don't know.
Look, there was the door behind us. There is a non-zero chance that if you try to go back, it's directly back out of the shelf.
Oh, not only was there a door behind you, there was an X on the floor. I forgot about that
There was
point.
the X.
Yes,
Okay, but-
Shit.
I
I
forgot
was
about
hoping it
that
was a
point.
different section. Yeah.
And we still all have the X's on our heads.
Yes. I'll give you a couple of weeks to think about that. And
I like it.
I will reiterate the things that you... actually, let me copy those here onto the whiteboard. Blackboard.
Did you fix the sequence you gave me?
Yep. I think. Wait, did I not?
I don't know. I haven't received the second one.
It was that with 2 ups in the middle. That was the only difference.
So
That's why I
it's
said
just
left pad up. You add an up to the beginning.
Okay, but it was just missing the first step, so, for example.
Yep.
Aye.
Great library. Map. Copy this one. Do the born. Does this work? It does. That one. And you have the other one that I think you all know by now. The Beware the Labyrinth of Truths, right? I don't need to add that one.
You can just
You can. I don't never remember the full phrase.
and yeah, and also because there have been 2 versions across time. Just so it's settled.
It's the one that I wrote, right?
Yeah, you had given us the other one some time ago. A long time ago.
Beware.
Beware.
No, it's in my notes. It's Beware the Labyrinth of Truths. Although, at the time, I might have accidentally said the wrong thing.
That's why you should add it.
No, not this one. Beware the... I don't know, even know if that's correctly spelled, but there you go.
Labyrinth, I believe it's correct, yes.
Right. I hope you don't really hate me, but...
No, we're good. We're good, son.
I hope everyone except Robert had fun solving some puzzles.
I mean, Robert had fun. He just doesn't like puzzles.
Hopefully Robert the player enjoyed it, not Robert the character.
I don't know. Robert the player was a bit. I don't know. It's annoying. I felt like I was being monastery-doored.
But you weren't.
Don't see why.
But I wasn't. That's true. That is true. And it was just a matter of sequence, basically. We really had to do the alchemist, but Derkin was like, no, I do the alchemist last.
Now you're trying to shift this. We were working on one of them, so there's no reason to just... Because it's weird if you were trying to imagine an actual situation to just be back and forth when you have to actually walk between statues. So if you were there then trying to solve one, okay, now I have thought about this thing, but there is no, yeah, you can do all you want.
But you did know they were interconnected at some point, some of them.
And justice was the last one. Anyway, it was fun. It was fun overall. At least we made advancements because now we are not on the
On the same
on the
puzzle.
room. On the same puzzle, yeah. Now
You're
we'll have
not.
another puzzle.
But
Maybe we went back. Maybe we are going forward. I don't know. Let's see.
guess we will find out next time.
We will find out next time.
Don't miss the next episode because we won't.
Yeah. Bye.
Sorry, because we won't either, if I'm doing the right translation.
Porque nós também.
Yeah, sounds better.
Before we go, do you guys have anything you want to add, ask, say?
I mean, I really hope the hammer is magical.
The what?
The hammer.
Ah, you brought the hammer along.
Yep. I put it's in my loot.
Was any other object extravated?
No.
Okay.
And most of them were oversized. The GM did point out this was the only one human-sized, so...
We're gonna break the mirrors.
Oh my
No.
god, yes!
Wait, do you guys want to do that?
Can we?
I mean, you probably can try, at least.
We can end with that cliffhanger if you want. That also works for me.
I mean, I'm game.
Okay. Let's go back.
It's gonna be a small session. You break the mirrors, you die.
1,000 years of bad luck.
You're... Let me put ambient back to...
Oh wait, you're actually doing it now.
Yeah,
What?
Yep.
it's also a cliffhanger. It's a possible cliffhanger. If you prefer that one.
No. I like this one, to be honest.
You do?
I was mostly trolling with the breaking the mirrors. Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought that's something you wanted to do.
No, about it sort of it's like, oh, that could be funny, but like it depends. If it's just if it's the same solution as before, and like we get back into a different place, yeah, sure, it's fine. That's no big deal.
Okay. I
Who's
won't.
next set?
We'll find out next session then. It's fine. If you were like, I don't know, Robert's like, fuck this shit and grabs a hammer and goes swinging and destroys things, that would be also a nice cliffhanger. I would have something in the next 30 seconds to give you.
Robert is a very reasonable person.
But
Sure.
Anyway, does anyone have anything else they want to add before we head off?
nope.
I don't think so.
All right. In that case, oh, wrong thing. This one. Thanks everyone for watching, and hope to see you next time.
Right.
Goodbye.
I was waiting for that.